Guys, let's go through a quick update on Bitcoin. Shout out to the VIP, our top level of membership. I want to go through this. If you're watching this and you want updates on Bitcoin, please go ahead and smash the like button. It helps me know to produce content for you. We've been very accurate, so I need to know that, guys. This is the best looking bull flag that you have seen on, guys, on Bitcoin all year long. Period. This small bull flag is the best looking bull flag that Bitcoin has demonstrated all year long. I'm going to go ahead and say that on the record. Does that mean we're absolutely going up and out of it? I'm going to talk about the technique to achieve that, when your entry would be indicated. I've also included the pricing targets for you guys, so that you can just, excuse me, if you guys want to, you can just literally just copy and paste these pricing targets. I would draw it right up to there, and bam. We are on our pricing targets. We have discussed these over the past several weeks. We have absolutely hit right into our pricing targets. We're very known for that. You guys understand that. We'd like to be very accurate. You understand from the previous point of breakout of the prior channel, we initiate pricing targets up to the wick on the candlesticks. Bam. That's our strategy. It works phenomenally well. We are currently contained, guys, within a downward sloping channel after achieving a nice run to the upside. That is, guys, that's textbook. Okay, you guys understand that. Literal textbook, literal, excuse me. New York Institute of Finance is literally telling us, guys, that this is the proper definition of a bull flag, okay? When the channel cuts against the uptrend, okay? We had the similar situation below, okay? And we have a much better pattern, okay? A much better pattern, much better run up than we did during this level. However, we had a bullish formation here as well. So we're stacking a bull flag on top of a previous bull flag, all in the context of what? You guys understand, we have not backed off of our target of $105,000. We called this bull flag before the breakout. We caught Bitcoin, guys. We caught it under 30,000 here, 29,750 to be precise. Absolutely. Telling everybody in this zone, guys, anyone who would listen, all of you, it's a good time to buy Bitcoin in the low 30s. Everybody, literally telling everyone it's a good time to buy Bitcoin here, right? Cutting, selling at about 50,000, a little over 50,000, right? Reaccumulation in here. This is the track record of this channel, my track record with you guys, right? Absolutely. Reaccumulate about 45 with some understanding. Maybe you wanted to double down at 40, okay, but not releasing that $45,000 position at all. Never was that contemplated. Never was that really discussed, guys. I left it open to you, but I said 45,000, then with the understanding that you would want to, you guys, carry that and really slam into it at 30 if you could get back down there, right? So I'm never going to tell you guys when to buy or when to sell, but that was the strategy. So yes, pick up low 30s, exit 50, okay, re-entry 45, possible up to you guys if you want to double down. We always like to double down when we go down, guys. Double down into the 40, but definitely picked up at 45. Then on this breakout here, huge, right? I put the stars literally on here just so you guys understand exactly precisely, and you can watch all the tape if you like to. You can waste your time and watch it, but you guys know I'm telling you the truth. Let me find the stars. Where are the stars? Here we go. Absolutely. Here we go. Yeah, all the stars. Do you guys remember the star videos? Absolutely. Me flashing this star video. Yep, you sure do, huh? On this point of breakout, right? So in addition to what was being carried at the $45,000 level, and guys, there were times when literally we had stars along where this big level of institutional money would be coming in, right? We definitely had indicated it would be a multiple of whatever you currently carried at that $45,000 level. That was just strategy. That's just what happened. And you guys can review those tapes in terms of trying to create some profit for you guys. So if we haven't done it from the low 30s, if you haven't done it from the 45,000, if you haven't done it from the point of breakout, and if right now you're looking at a bull flag and you don't know what to do, I'm going to tell you guys, you know, maybe you need to hold Bitcoin. If you want to hold Bitcoin, that's great. We love people who hold Bitcoin. That's great. It's a wonderful dynamic. It's a wonderful technology. We trade. That's what we do, guys. We buy low, we sell high, right? But we have a lot of strategy and a lot of technicals to it. I'm London with Bitcoin Spike. We catch the spikes. Okay, so these pattern formations are very important to us. We focus on the materials from New York Institute of Finance. Okay, I've been reading that book, guys, since high school. Not that I'm reading it much more. I'm really teaching people. Shout out to Josh on the bottom right. Our most recent, guys, I'm just going to say are the number one, the number one. Okay, the number one trader, and I've worked with a lot of traders in the past, guys, but number one for the VIP, particularly for the VIP, number one in terms of $1 million in earnings. He did it in such a short time, and I'll say, as a matter of fact, quicker than anyone I've seen ever do it, guys. In a period of a few months, he put together $1 million. bam, in earnings. So love that, Josh. Shout out to you. So happy to have you in the VIP, guys. That's our top level of membership. Josh is #1, period. Fastest guy I've ever seen do it, period. So very, very impressive. I worked with a lot of guys in the past, guys. So in terms of this bull flag, what would our strategy be? All right, you may hold a position now, great. What we want is a breakout from this line, okay? We want to break out from this line of resistance. We want to turn it into support, and we want to move to the upside. If that doesn't occur, the bull flag doesn't play. Okay, that's when it's indicated. When I put these stars out here, and it's kind of a long video here, maybe up to 10 minutes of a video, maybe to make, a few $100,000 or a couple million bucks, right? Or more than that. But in terms of this star formation that I put here, guys, we have that right here. I'm going to go ahead and place that right here. Okay, so those of you who have watched this, I appreciate it. Okay, this is not just we are on a professional grade. I'm going to say that this is a professional grade of technical analysis. I'm a former financial analyst, worked in the financial industry a lot, guys. I've banking, etc. So in terms of that, I'm placing the star right here. I want that to visually sink in that this is the level. Okay, we need to get up and above this level, this line of resistance. I'm not heavy into it right now like I want to slam into a trade until this happens, all right? So this is indicated that we want to break out of. Let me go ahead and put this on here, guys. That we want to break out of the resistance, and let me just walk you through the technicals. We have some new VIPs. Shout out, so excited that you're part of the group. We have the best group. You know that, or you would not have joined, right? Absolutely. So in terms of this, guys, we see this nice, perfect formation of this channel. Now, there's nothing necessarily stopping it from going to hit our next target, guys. There's nothing to stop it from going to hit the next target, okay? You need to be prepared for both scenarios, okay? What we want to see is a break through this line. We want to see it turned into, guys, a support and a move to the upside. This in this area, let me go ahead and just highlight this star again. This is where the big money plays. When we start to get this momentum to the upside, that's where the big money comes in. And guys, in addition to what you may hold or this or that, that's when people are going to look back at Bitcoin. Okay, they're going to look back at Bitcoin and say, well, I guess I could have invested in Bitcoin. I could have made that trade. So be aware now that you need to be on the lookout for a move up. I'm not going to tell you to buy now because it's going to move up. I'm not going to do that. I've done that in the past. People will become, I think, just unfortunately, what happens is people will start to listen to other channels as well. They'll say, okay, well, people will just tell me when to buy and sell. And I see the other channels consistently telling people the wrong times to buy and sell. So I've done it very consistently and very positively, guys. Very accurately in the past. I mean, I'll release a video and then bam, everyone will make money. The problem is you'll float over to another channel, you'll listen to them because, well, this kid's more my age, or these guys seem cooler, they just lost millions of dollars and they're still happy. No, guys. So I'm not going to tell you exactly when to buy or when to sell. I have a lot of critiques in this market. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the players in it, guys. I'm just not. I'm a big fan of you guys because you're very solid on your technicals. I want you always to be prepared, guys, for a move to the upside or the downside. And particularly, let's review one thing, guys. On the daily, do you guys recall when we came into this level of frustration, what happened? Technically, did we need to pause? I don't recall exactly anything other that happened other than this, guys. We were talking. I did a live stream because I wanted to bring it to you. Why? Because, yes, we technically had this level of frustration on the weekly, okay? I'm going to define that technically we did. Did it need to serve as a level of interruption? Right, from the previous all-time high, guys, the previous all-time high of around 65,000. Did it necessarily need to catch up here with all the momentum that we had? Well, I would say this, and you can see that we were just exactly on with that original. Let me just zoom back to exactly where we were right there. Let's just look at that. Yeah, bam. There. That's where we ultimately hit. I need to line these up a little better and get the scalpel out, as I say, in terms of lining that. But that's the line that we did hit. So, yeah, it's reasonable that we could have expected that from what? From the weekly chart. We're going to carry the weekly over to a diagonally expressed trend line. Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe that was it. I did leave that open for your, I'd say for your review, right? But what else happened then that I streamed about? Well, what was his name, guys? CZ of Binance, right? Absolutely. CZ of Binance decides to come out right in here, and he decides to tell everybody risk management. By the way, I don't want you losing too much money. And he tells that to everybody. Hey, while we're going higher, hey, you guys, risk management, you need to pay attention to your risk management. Don't lose more money than you really should. really bearish indication right in this level. So yeah, I can tie it into, and this is what I talk about in terms of telling everyone, well, let's buy, let's sell. We can perform on the technicals beautifully, guys, but you're not going to dictate to CZ of Binance. You're just not going to dictate to him what he's going to write. So to the extent that something like that were to occur and people rely on me or rely on you or something else like that, guys, and it's a good lesson for you as well because people will look to you for technicals, right? Absolutely. And to the extent that that occurs, guys, always be prepared for that X factor. Always be prepared for the fact that there are other components or variables of the market that will not, they don't care about our technicals, right, necessarily. So we like to catch it, I'd say, like 85% of the time, right? 85% of the time we like to catch the technicals. And I think that's a good estimation in terms of the percentage by which it's going to beat the quote unquote fundamentals or the other factors in the market, even the fundamentals, yes, in terms of that. So we do enjoy crypto. We're looking forward to this, and I do bring up that line as well because it played previously. Okay, I'll bring up this this daily now in terms of it playing versus, that's on the, was that on the weekly, right? In terms of it playing versus Binance playing, I was going to tell you guys at this point we're just going to say this level played. Take it to the weekly, draw your line here on the line chart and just see kind of a nice pattern conformance there with that first line I drew, and I think of the original one I drew it's just indicated. Line this up with the bodies of the candles. Here's what you want to do, which is going to be essentially the line chart, the price line chart. The bodies of the candles are always expressive. If you guys don't know that, look at the bodies of the candles right here, just so you learn this. You see the body of the candles right here when you click to the candles. Now watch the line actually appear where the bodies are. Bam, bam. You see that? Okay, so if you're ever trying to draw exactly and you don't understand, well, that's the body of the candle. Yes, the body of the candle is always the line. Okay? Then you have the wick of the candle, which essentially is some aggressive price action or some, what would we call that? Some variable price action, just some additional variable price action. You can draw on the candles, you can draw on the bodies. This one on the bodies is very, very close in there. We can tighten that up or we can expand that. You guys work with that line, see what was hit in line with. Please review, more importantly on this specific issue, unfortunately, I believe is please review the actual tweet from Binance, okay, because that was just not welcome information. I don't appreciate people doing things like that. If it were consistent from him, that would be fine. If it were consistently expressed from Binance that yes, we need to always engage in risk management and everything else, and he said someone criticized him, and CZ said, well, what did he say? He said, well, no, I've said this before, and he tweeted something back from like February. You said it one time before, and you're going to interrupt a huge move to the upside. Like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, that proves our case. Like, stay out of the market like that. He doesn't need to interrupt in the market like that. So that's just not. He owns the largest exchange in the world. He's the founder of the largest exchange in the world. I give him some deference for that. But when you're saying, no, I said this before. Come on, man. You said it once in February. One time you bring up the entirety of the time you've ever said it. So I didn't like the interruption. I didn't like the way it interrupted the technicals overall, but I did like the fact I brought it to you. It's a long-winded story, guys. Wait for this right here. Okay, and always be prepared for that X factor. And I always say it, guys, never be overexposed at any higher price. Never be overexposed at any higher price. Always be ready, guys, to double and triple down at these lower levels of the Fibonacci's. Guys, this is London with Crypto Kingdom of Bitcoin Spike. I figure that some of you actually enjoy watching some of these tapes, so we would like to stream soon. I'm going to work on streaming soon. We need to feature and showcase Josh. You guys know that. He's number one, period. Just awesome. Again, shout out to him, and we're so excited. I know you guys appreciate learning details like the candles versus the bodies versus the actual line chart. We'll get into some additional issues in the back as well. If you guys are not members yet and you guys want to join, I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Shout out to Emily, by the way. Emily, how are you, sweetheart? It's been a while. Wanted to shout out to Emily. She's a great VIP. Hey, how the kids doing? Love to see that. Very, very nice to see you, Emily, again. Thanks for the note. And in terms of this, great trader, working on great things, Emily. But if you guys want to join VIP, go ahead and go over to Twitter, type in TheKingdom, The Kingdom. Scroll all the way down through the profiles where it says go to the kingdom. I want you guys to hit go to the kingdom, okay? Then turn on notifications after you follow. We do include great updates like this, guys, in terms of even SHIB, on in through everything, guys. You'll see the SHIB, Matic, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, SHIB back through May, all right? So you guys are on the bus now. We're back into May, right? That was a long time ago, right? Talking about SHIB. So we've been around and done well in a lot of coins, guys. focus on startups as well. What you're going to want to do, guys, is click on this YouTube link. Just so you guys know, we trade on Gate. That's the link right there for Gate for new coins and for leverage coins. We just like them, guys. They're nice in terms of YouTube. Go ahead and click on the YouTube. If you want to join, we would welcome you to join. Click on the restricted VIP zone right here and click on join. It's $100 a month. We make sure that you want to be a part of our group. We don't want people who don't want to be there. So yes, you're going to pay $100 to prove to us that you want to be in our group. I think you're going to make it, right? We're looking forward to having more and more VIP members in the back, and we will just get through. What is this? 5 long position chart. That's good. That's good. We'll discuss that in the back, how to multiply your returns on Bitcoin by 5. We'd like that, guys. We'll get more detailed with it. Guys, take care of yourselves. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. It's just nice to be on we're into a weekend, so maybe we'll be able to stream a little bit later today. If not, I hope this message just found you guys well and that you are having a great time with your friends and family. And definitely in the market. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.